mi vedo koncerni mastine, nauine, sono più. Thanks again for coming to this video, because today you're going to learn how to make chemistry with anyone. Yes, I know you think this is something I have or I don't. The thing is, I teach that already to a lot of people, how to make chemistry and rapport with almost anyone, and it's something that's not already have been done, but you can do that as well. Let's start. We have a lot of experiences and we need to make connections with human beings, with another human beings. And it's so important to make rapport, or actually chemistry, which is the same thing, and know how to do that correctly, step by steps. So in today's video you're going to learn how to do that properly. The steps are: first, pay attention. Second is you need to mimic the other one. And third is to lead. So I know it's too general, but we will go deep into each one of them, explain why it's important, how to do that, and what happened if you cannot even do that in the same moment. So after we understand the steps, why it's important to know rapport, and we're going to go into the step by step of the process and how to deeply do that. So first, why it's important? It's important because if you don't make rapport or chemistry with someone, you cannot really influence them, you cannot make them like you, because you don't really have connection over there. But if you are able to make that, you can do almost anything. Think about it this way: if I would like you to like me, I can make it. If I would like to someone that interview me to get me to the job, I can do that. If I want to meet a boy or a girl, I can do that. If I want to, I don't know, like to know almost anyone and influence him and make and make the situation even better, I can do that with making chemistry. So the first step is actually to pay attention. When I say pay attention, in NLP it's called calibration, which is paying attention to the things that the other one do, to the small changes. For example, if he's doing with his eyes like he's trying to look better, maybe it's something with his posture, maybe he's doing that, or maybe he's like that. You need to pay attention to do all of those things, because they will let you clues to the things that you want to do in the next step. And the next step is mimic. The next step is mimic, because you need to mimic the movement, the breathing, the motion of the other one in front of you in order to make chemistry or rapport with. What I mean by that is, if someone doing that, all you got to do, and it's really simple, is from your side, or if you are near him, you can do that. Or even with the same hand that he's doing, it's the same thing. All you got to do is follow his motion. And the third thing is to actually lead him. You will notice after you made good rapport, which is follow some motion, follow some movement of the other one, you follow some pace of breathing. If he's, like moving his leg or breathe in certain pace, if you will follow that, this is really strong to do that. I can tell you that with breathing, you can make the most influence with all. I can tell you that most of the people that I know and I really want to make rapport with, the strongest tool is to actually breathe on the same pace. For example, when I met my girlfriend, when we was hugging together, I was trying to just be better with her and to tell her that I actually with her and to make better bonding. And what I actually did when we was lying together in the bed is I was breathing with the same pace like her. And then we go into the third step. I actually led her to my pace of breathing. So with another example, you can actually take the movement like you did. For example, that you are lying on the chair this way, or your legs are crossing,
or if the other one has some pain or his leg is jumping. This is happening a lot of time when someone is maybe stressed or feeling uncomfortable. You can just mimic the motion. He's doing that, or whatever you do, you just mimic that. And when you mimic, you lead him to what you wanna do. For example, after you did with the pen, with him, tack, 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 then you slowly stop. And you will notice most of the time he will do the same. And this is your cue that you know, your sign that you know you actually did a great job. But even if this doesn't work, several things that I want to say. First, it cannot work with anyone. If someone do that and you are freezing from cold and you are like this, shaking, it's completely alright. Don't try to do something that you are not. That's completely okay. Another thing that you may be fear of is maybe you think someone just noticing that you are doing rapport with him. Why would he even notice that? And even if he noticed that, why would someone be care if you want to make a bond with him? It's so natural. People making rapport always with almost all of their closest people. If you will go to a couple in a restaurant or a coffee and you will look on them from far range, you will notice that they do almost the same motions if they have a nice bonding, you know? For example, if the other one, the boy, is doing that and is lying to the front and look at her, you will notice suddenly that most of the time she will do almost the same. She will just make on the table with her hands and look at him as well. And with anything that there is in our emotions, our voice as well, our greeting, and anything that we got, we can make rapport with. So if someone thinking that, oh, he make rapport with me, it's completely alright. Everyone would like to make bonding with you if you are nice to them. And this is all about making chemistry in a good way, with a good attention to make good influence in the other one. If you have more questions, I would like you to comment down below. It's really important to me to help you all with all of the things that I teach in here or I share in here. I would like you to comment me if it's worked for you or not. I want you to take at least 3 days and make practice on rapport. Pay attention to the people around you. Try to make some mimicking or mirroring of their motion, of their voice, of the pace of the voice, of the pace of the breathing. And after you mimic and you see there is some bonding or connection after you followed, then try to lead them to the things that you want to influence with. It can be motion from your side, it can be another pace of breathing, it can be anything that you want. But as long as you do it with a good attention, this is a big disclaimer. Anything that I teach in this channel is only to help others with value, with growth and communication, only in a good way. Please put your ethics in front. We are human beings. We want to make a better world. So do those things only for the best, because this is so powerful, this tool. Thanks for listening. Comment me down below what you like or not. Subscribe to this channel and make the notification on, because it helps more people see this channel and get better experience, better communication in the world. And last thing, share this with your friend. I like you guys if you share those things, and even if you don't, it helps more people grow. Thanks a lot.